think I'm good on space. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll find out. Possession. Hello. I'm not necessarily talking demonic, but because as that's just something that has been propaganda, pushed out there more. People focus on it more so it can happen more, but it could be either way, it could be in a good way or a bad way. So you have to remember that everything is duality, or there's two sides to a coin, as above so below, in, without, whatever, all that kind of stuff, yin yang, whatever, whichever directions you want to take it, it's, it's just, that's creation, so possession. Now, I feel like people really have like that stuck idea though, like on, let's say, demonic possession, like a demon takes over somebody and blah 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 blah. Technically, most of the time, there's a lot of people who get possessed all throughout the day, good and bad. Well, depending on who you are, what you're about, kind of thing. So again, it always depends on like where your vibration is, where you resonate, what frequency you're on, And if you are, let's say, even with stuff like, let's say, having abilities like, my head hurts. I'm having a hard time focusing. But anyway, something like being able to see spirits, or like some people say they see demons, or, whatever, or shadow people, whatever, stuff like that. The reason why they see that is because they have the ability, they have that gift. But the thing is that they're in too low of vibration to see the higher beings, higher vibrational beings, So they end up seeing what they resonate on. Same with clairaudience, being able to hear, say hearing voices. It could, I don't know, but either way, that one again, I believe has to do with your frequency, People who hear these voices and it tells them all this fucked up shit and they're just, it's schizophrenic or whatever, their vibration is really low. So they're easily infiltrated in that way. And then depending on how they handle it or lack thereof, they can get fully possessed, where they have no control even over their physical body. And raising the vibration and having the understanding wouldn't change that, but at least that's my belief, because it's the spiritual gifts. I mean, and you think about it, pretty much anything the government tells you is a fucking lie. Like, you do the opposite or believe the opposit, because usually they tell you like what's not true, at least what I've come to find out. I mean, from what I've really thought of, hard on, even researched, even researched, I'm talking about full on research, like certain things, So, and a lot of that actually stemming from medicine, pharmaceuticals, because I mean, I worked in a pharmacy for 6 years, I was a technician, and when I worked in the pharmacy, there was a good long time where I believed in, like the whole doctor thing and pills and whatever the fuck, but, to help somebody, but then, I started coming, I started coming to the point where it's bullshit, because what they give you a band-aid for a gunshot wound, they don't stop the bleeding, they basically just, it's Black Law's Dictionary, all right? Black Law's Dictionary will tell you the true definitions of some of these words that will actually give you a lot more insight. For instance, what a doctor is. I don't know. Go look it up. Black Law's Dictionary. No, I'm just kidding. It's a person who creates a debt for you. It's a debtor. So think about it. If that's the definition, why are you going to a debtor for your health? I mean, I'm not. And plus, they prescribe you, they don't heal you, So, personally, not just that, it's like they give you one thing to help with one symptom, and you end up with other symptoms. And there's always a clause in their medications that you actually go into contract with as soon as you accept the prescription, and as soon as you accept the prescription and you begin taking it, you're basically in contract with that, with the company, the fucking the medication. Well, in my opinion, the entities, because I believe it's just everything's energy, you know. So like it's like you come into agreement with the entity to take hold of your body in some sense, you know. Now it doesn't have to be like on a crazy like Annabelle kind of way or whatever, you know. None of those scary movies. I don't know. I don't watch scary movies. Although for some reason, even though I don't watch them, I usually when I tell some people some of my experiences, they're like, "Oh, that sounds like this movie," and I'm like, "I haven't seen it." Anyway, yeah. So anyway, what was I saying? Focus, Lord, focus. The spirits speak all the time. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna get off track. Never mind. So yeah, possession. So people who are in a higher vibration, and this is something that anybody can relate to. It's just a matter of whether they realize it or not, basically, because everybody's had these experiences. For instance, you feel like you're stuck on an idea, you're conflicted about something. Then what happens is, so you have a conversation with somebody, it could be a random person or somebody you know, and when you do, they say the right thing to help you have a moment of clarity, you know, and you're like, oh my god, it's like I couldn't have like sought out that, you know, any better basically, or couldn't have come in perfect timing better, whatever. Yeah, it's because in that moment, like the spirit spoke through them. They were possessed temporarily. They were taken over in some sense. You know, so in order to give that to you, they were in the vibration that matched yours enough and spirits enough to be able to receive the information, to relay you the information. You know, that's why that happens. It happens all the time. You know, with people, places, things. It happens all the time. So, but of course, you also have to consider it can happen in the opposite way too. But usually, it's not really the same. I think personally, I don't feel like it is. I feel like in the opposite, it's more like actions, like if you're struggling with, I don't want to drink anymore, and somebody pops up, it's like how they say, the devil will show up when you're trying to do better, you know. It's basically like that concept too, you know. Your vibration matches enough, their vibration matches enough, and it's you're getting that crack in the door for it to go, hey, by the way, can I come in? You know. So anyway, that's why like you have to be mindful of where you are, where your thoughts are, where's it coming from. You probably don't know. I don't even feel like I know most of the time, although I do know, like in a what is it called? Not fair. Anyway, and like in a knowing sense, you know, like just knowing, but like a deep resonating knowing, not in a thought process, because your thoughts can easily be manipulated. Actually, your thoughts are manipulated all the time. That's easily done. Government does it to us all the time, different forms. You know, they do it in TV, the music. They put a frequency in. Come on, frequency actually messes up your physical body and your feelings, so that you can be more irate. You know, more angered, more overly in your masculine energy, so that you feel more towards like a war feeling, you know, or just agitated, you know, which can actually fuck up your physical body, because that's all just nasty. Alright, I had to wait for this lovely man, gentleman, to go past me, since he had a sudden rush to walk by me with that loud ass noise. Gentleman, okay. Anyway, you know the definition of a gentleman? It is a man who actually does everything within reason, of course, possible to make his guests and himself comfortable. Did you know that? I do. I read a book of manners once when I was working overnights doing observation. Anyway, so yeah, so it's like a good way to like kind of get like maybe a better understanding on things when you're like kind of feeling a little bit lost, or I don't know, just need a little direction in some sense, is just pay attention to things said around you. Doesn't matter if you know people, don't know the person, people, whatever. Even if it's something that pops on the radio or TV or an ad, whatever, you'll know it's something meant for you to hear, because as soon as you hear it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You know, like I feel like I feel like it's speaking just to me, like specifically like going out of its way for me, or something along those lines, you know. Like, you'll get some kind of feeling like you trip out on it, you know, because, and you'll probably even think like, no, I'm tripping. No, you're not. You know, it's legit usually a message from spirit, like be it like form position in some sense to like talk to you. And I'm gonna leave that alone. So I'm back in my car and it's dark as hell.